Idaho is famous for its natural beauty and outdoor recreation areas. Unfortunately, the influx of people into Idaho over the last 30 years or so means it's becoming harder to enjoy the outdoors peacefully. Hi, I'm Laura T. with John L. Scott Real Estate in beautiful Boise, Idaho. Last video, I started talking about the pros and cons of living here in my home state. Campsites and RV parking sites are becoming harder to obtain, especially within a day's drive of Boise. And many people have resorted to making reservations online in order to get a couple of days or a weekend at their favorite spot. On the other hand, there's still a lot of Idaho untouched by the crowds. You need to be adventurous and willing to travel a day or two away from the Treasure Valley area in order to find these remote gems. They're well worth the time and effort. Another thing you want to think about when you move to Idaho is employment. What are salaries like in your field here in Idaho? Will your employer provide health insurance for the whole family? If you're in an occupation that's unionized in your home state, you may want to look carefully at that occupation in Idaho. We don't have that many unions, so if it's important to you to have unionized work, please do your research before making the decision to move. Idaho schools, especially its rural schools, are chronically underfunded. If public schooling is important to you and your children, then consider volunteering at your child's school and think carefully when in the voting booth. If homeschooling is important to you and your family, then I do have good news. Idaho is one of the freest states in the nation for homeschooling. Regardless of how you intend to school your children, whether public, private, or at home, do your research before you move. Any discussion of Idaho's pros and cons would be remiss without mentioning our sometimes bizarre weather. Here in the Treasure Valley, it's not unusual to dress for below freezing temperatures on a March morning, only to find yourself changing into shorts and a t-shirt by afternoon. Snowfall seems to be wildly erratic, swinging like a pendulum from 2016's Snowmageddon year to years when drought rears its head in the spring, summer, and fall because there simply wasn't enough snowfall up in the mountains in the winter to refill our water catchment areas. The best advice for dealing with Idaho's crazy weather is to wear lots of layers and be prepared to strip them off as the day progresses. One final pro for Idaho: on New Year's Eve, we drop a giant potato at the stroke of midnight in downtown Boise. I'm pretty sure no other state in the Union can make that claim. Questions about Idaho? Put them in the comment box and I'll do my best to answer them. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you and see you next time. Bye.
Audio Jungle.